Doolan, how does that feel? Not only have you won a third successive game, you've kept the first clean sheet of the season. You very rarely do things the easy way, but you saw it out. How pleased are you?
Very pleased because, in previous games, we felt like we deserve a clean sheet and we haven't. But, that one there, the lads were just immense. Rochdale, Barrow were a good side, very good side. They passed the ball really well and they had a chance to go top of the league. So, and it was the same last week with Gillingham. They had a chance to go top of the league. So, we said to the lads, listen, we're going to challenge you, make sure that, you win your individual duels and your battles, and let's see where it takes us. And, Faz, Zach, were awesome at the back, the back five, if you like. But, Jimmy, his link-up play for the goal, and Shawn's finish is just brilliant. But they worked tirelessly, to be honest, every single one of them. The lads on the bench, the lads who came off the bench, just, it was just great just to, as you said, get the win and also get the clean sheet.
Jake Batty's been telling me about the encouragement that he was getting from Jed Brannan from the sidelines in those later minutes. Clearly you got over that psychological thing with the Morecambe game, but how important was it to hold on? It
is, well, you could see that. I mean, I think there was a late free kick, wasn't it, late on, so you'd probably fear in the waist a little bit, but I think we're not scarred with that anymore. I think the lads have realised the importance of make sure that you do get over the line for whatever it takes. So just so pleased, just so pleased for everyone at the club to get that clean sheet and to keep the run going.
Early goal, which is not something we've seen too much of. Shawn Walley onto that ball from Jimmy Knowles. How does Shawn Walley keep doing this? He just seems to go from strength to strength.
He looks after himself, doesn't he? He's an absolute machine. So, he conducts himself right off the pitch and then produces what he produces on the pitch. Sometimes you have to try and get him under control and just stay in one place, and just conserve your energy so you can hear teams going forwards. But he's just so enthusiastic about everything that he does, and he's running around like an 18-year-old at the minute, and obviously with the end product that he's got is fantastic for us.
In an attacking sense, would it be fair to say that you've created more, you've been more of a threat in games that you've lost this season, but today the balance was perhaps right?
Yeah, I would probably say so, yeah, because as I said before, the games that we have played previously that we haven't got the points, but we've had all the possession, all the stats and all the chances and all that, and I think I said on Friday about the biggest stats, the scoreline, and then you can reflect on how you went about it and how you actually won the game, if you did win the game. So that was the biggest stat today. We can reflect on it in terms of how we went about it, and how we tried to stop the opponent, and how they tried to hurt us, if you like. But defensively we were sound, so I'm really pleased with that.
Does it feel a bit like that luck factor has turned a little bit? Whether it's a deflection, the bounce of a ball, Barrow may feel they could have had a penalty in the first half, for example. Does it feel like things have started to go your way?
Possibly, yeah, but you make your own luck, don't you? And you can sort of reflect back on that. Was that a turning point in the game and this, that and the other? But as I said, I think if you keep doing the right things and you keep trying to play the right way, and as I've touched on before with the stats are saying that things should turn, and eventually they did turn, and then you've just got to make sure that momentum is with you and that you keep going forward.
Do you have that momentum now with 3 straight wins in the league?
Well, that tells you, doesn't it? That you have, and the dressing room definitely believes it. And as I said, you've got men who like, Farhan Rawson, Zach Orr, who defend the way they did. And as a team, defending from the front with Jimmy Knowles and Darren and Shawn, you've touched on Shawn, the shift he puts in. Just everyone, Ben Woods in there, and Coyley coming back from injury. So Coyley putting the stint in, and he had to go on last week against Gillingham. He's been out a while and he's come back, and he was flagging. You could see him probably in the first half. But he's put a lot of work in, and you have to give the opponents a bit of credit. Barrow, they've moved the ball well at times, and Jake stuck at his task, and Conor O'Brien did at wing back, because it was important, the quality they have, that we stopped crosses and shots, and I think that was evident today.
I know you were hopeful yesterday that Seamus Keneally would be okay. Not in the 18 today. What's the situation there?
It was just a slight little niggle. So he has been running. He's been back on the grass, and we just had a little look at him today. And I just thought, what, we won't risk him. So we'll see how he is tomorrow.
We talked about momentum there. Is this the kind of week where a Tuesday fixture is actually one that you welcome, and the opportunity to keep it going and go to MK? Yeah,
you can look at it that way, and also you can look at it because of the shift the lads have put in, there was a Saturday to Saturday where you can give them a little bit of downtime, but it is what it is. We move on, and MK's the next challenge, so hopefully we can keep that going.
You're kind of accumulating the points, obviously moving up the table as a result. Is it important that you can sort of, depends how you look at it, bring teams above you into it or jump above them and go up there and MK Dons as an example of that Tuesday?
Well, a bit of both, but at the same time, I think you've just got to keep focusing on you, keep doing what we do, and hopefully we meet them coming down and we're going up, so that's what you've got to do. You can't look at anyone else, you've just got to influence what you can, which is us, what we do day to day, and then hopefully take it onto the pitch on a match day and get some sort of result.
I've asked you a couple of times this season, John, when things have gone against you in games, whether you take it personally. When things are going right and you're on a run like you're on now, does that feel like vindication of the faith you've had in them already this season?
I know, listen, I know what football's like, I know what fans are like, I know how fickle everything is, so, I've been in successful teams before, I've been in higher leagues before, I've been in the Premiership, I've been in the Championship as a coach and everything else, so, been up in Scotland, so I know what it takes, and I know you're only a couple of defeats away from everyone going, oh God, here we go again, and whatever, so we keep our feet on the ground, we stay humble, and we just keep doing what we do day to day on the training ground, and hopefully then take it onto the match day game, and hopefully you get results there.
Is it satisfying though that we are getting to see the things that you've been seeing in games and in training out there and results coming from it?
I think so, Dan, yeah. So you've seen that yourself today. As I said, I'm not going to overanalyse because that's for another day. I want the lads to go and enjoy the 3 points. I want to go and enjoy each other and the dressing room and everything else, and then recover tomorrow. So it is time to enjoy that, and then you can have a look at how you got there and things you didn't like and did like.